What's going on, everybody? This is Mark with Waist Deep Wade Fishing, Southwest Florida. Today we're going to discuss some important top water lure information for the upcoming fall months. These are going to be the lures that I use on a regular basis in the cold water temperatures, going from our summer into our fall season. They have proven they will work. So without further ado, let's get on to the video and discuss what's going on. So as we discussed a little bit before, I said that we're going to go into our Topwater Selection for the winter months. And these two right here are the cream of the crop, the top of the top. So we're going to discuss what lures are the best in the fall on the flats for fish sitting in potholes and fish roaming the grass. So here we go, let's begin. Number one, as you can see, I've been using this through the summer and it has been totally annihilated, chewed to pieces by trout. It's my go-to. It's one of my favorite lures to call up deep trout that are sitting closer to the bottom and we want to bring them to the top. It's a mirror lure, sheep hub, high pitch, chartreuse and white and bone. One of the best lures ever made. But again, there's a time and a place for it. In the wintertime, they're excellent, but I've noticed during the wintertime, these bigger top waters seem to be more productive than the smaller ones. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the area. It's just because we have big, larger mullet. Nevertheless, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm not going to be using this sheep hub as much as I did during the summer. And I wanted to let everyone know that there is other alternatives to finding big trout on the flats. You know, sometimes, the old saying goes, bigger the bait, bigger the fish. Well, in the wintertime, bigger the bait, bigger the fish. If you're hunting big trout, you want to get rid of those little trout that are smacking this lure. Well, I'm going to show you how to eliminate that. You're going to want to move on to one of two lures that I have found have been absolutely amazing right as the transition happens from the summer to the fall. When the water's still tannic, these two lures are the most effective in the Southwest Florida area. Now this one is the mirror lure she dog. It's a little bit larger. As you can see, it's got a chrome side. It is spotted, okay? Because those big male trout that are out there will eat the young. And of course, this looks like a small trout. It's got a blue top. It's got those ruby red, huge eyes that just drive trout mad. And of course, it's got a set of bigger hooks for those bigger trout and redfish. But my go-to for the wintertime for larger trout over 20 inches is going to be the mirror lure she dog, high pitch. And I'm throwing it anywhere from 2 feet to 4 feet of water. The next lure I'm going to use, it's not so much of a top water, but it is it's a slow sinking lure. Works great in the summer, but as those mullet, are filtering out, and right now there's tons of big mullet on the flats. It's warm, they're feeding all day long. But when that herd starts to thin out, and those fish are looking for bait, well, of course you want to match the hatch. Well, we are on the West Coast, and we are full of mullet. So here's my choice number 3. This is a slow sinking mirror lure that absolutely looks just like a mullet from top to bottom. It's got the large eyes. It's in the skin series. Sinks right around a half a foot a second, and it's used with a twitch pause motion, twitch pause. Use your cadences, change them up. Don't stay with the same twitch pause. Change it up through the course of the day. especially in the cooler months. This is another excellent lure to use on the flats, fishing potholes, grass edges, and of course sandbars. Now, last but not least, one of my favorites. Now, this is for the deeper water in the winter time. I prefer it in the winter more than the summer because it's a slower worked lure. This lure is world renowned in Texas. It's been around forever. I do throw it in the summer a little bit, but I find it to be more effective in the November through April months in Southwest Florida and water from 3 to 7 feet deep. And that would be the Paul Brown Fat Boy. And I like the color pattern I'm going to go with still is going to be the black back with the gold side and the orange bottom. It also has a rattle in it, very, very effective. And this lure, unlike working it with the twitch, pause, twitch, pause, twitch, pause, this is a very slow working lure. It's a very slow sinking lure. I believe it sinks anywhere from a quarter of a foot every 3 seconds. It sinks very, very slow. So you work this lure in the colder months when the fish are more lethargic. Now it weighs about 7/8 of an ounce. You can cast it a mile. And when this particular lure, what I like to do is cast the lure out, let it hit the water, count it down about 4 or 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give it a pop, 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 pop. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop, pop. Do that a little while. If you don't seem to get any strikes off that, then speed it up a little bit. Throw it out again. Cast it, let it sink. Instead of letting it sink to 5, let it sink to 3. 1, 2, 3, pop. 1, 2, 3, pop, pop. 1, 2, 3, pop, pop, pop. Change that cadence out up. Make sure that lure is in the strike zone. They could be working closer to the top, they could be working closer to the bottom, or they could be in the middle column. But these 4 lures right here are going to be the lures that I will be using consistently through the winter. Last but not least, this is a lure that was made a long time ago. It is a Mirror she-dog, but it has trocar hooks on it. It's actually part of the Mogan series. And I love the broken glass look on it, the big red mean eyes. But the one thing that's different from this lure than everything else, it has a low pitch. So what I like to do is when I'm walking the flat and I do see that there are redfish tailing, or I do see activity, and I don't want to throw a lure that's going to hit the water and make a lot of noise and spook everything off, this is the lure I'm going to go to. It's got a low frequency pitch. You work it with the walk the dog action just like that. And especially if the water is still tannic from the summertime and it hasn't turned into that gin clear water yet, and it still has that iced tea color, this gold will set them off every time, especially redfish. Redfish love this lure when they are in very, very shallow water during those low negative tides. This will be my go-to if I'm going to be hunting redfish on a topwater plug. And that really sums it up for the Topwater Selection for the fall months. Of course, you guys will be seeing the videos on that. The camera's always with me when I'm out there, so I can show you exactly how to use the lure and how it works and what it catches. So till then, I want to say thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, being part of the waist deep wade fishing family. I love you, all you guys out there. You've been a great help helping me achieve my goal and getting the company set up, getting the wade fishing guide charter set up. and it's been phenomenal. All my years of experience and all the efforts and all of the hard work I've put into this is actually paying off. So I want to say thank you to everybody. I love you all. If there's any questions, any comments, anything you want to discuss, or any ideas or things I haven't covered, please leave them in the comments. You can, get in touch with me through my bio. You can go through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, DM, you name it, I'm everywhere. There's always a way to find me. Or you can email me directly. Again, everything will be linked in the description. So I'm gonna end it with that. I hope y'all enjoyed everything that I discussed today, and I will see you out on the water. And I hope you use the information that I give you to get out there and get yourself one of those big yellowmouths and big redfish over this fall season. Mwah. Love you all. See you on the water. Peace.